Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. This a lot of veteran leadership on these two teams. A lot of guys who have seen a lot of baskets. Doris, they bring a wealth of experience in so many ways.
And Kevin, as a coach, what's more comforting than to know you have a group of guys that know how to play, that aren't going to crack under pressure, that when the game is under duress and you're down to a possession ball game, they're going to have a calm demeanor, just like you, Kevin.
Well, thank you, Doris. But extensions of the coach on the floor.
Well, you've got to be able to think like a coach, and certainly, any time that groups have been together, there's this collective experience that helps them win.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. So on the floor for Houston, Beverly and Harden are the 1 and the 2. Ryan Anderson out there with Clint Capella. And it's Ariza in at the small forward position. And Beverly kicks to Harden. And the 3 ball is good. Harden's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
This guy is such an offensive talent. The points will always be there for him. That much we know.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. To the middle. Stolen by Anderson. And it's the Rockets on the break. Here's Beverly. It's good. And he makes his first shot of the game.
Wow, the floor just really opened up for him on that possession.
That's an excellent finish on the break, getting all the way to the cup for an easy one.
Porzingis kicks to Rose. That one goes. Count it.
And Derrick Rose certainly equipped athletically to punish teams in the paint.
Now we'll go to David Aldridge, who spoke with Mike D'Antoni. David.
Well, Kevin, he expects their interior defense to be airtight. He said rim protection is something we really do well. Our ability to contest shots allows us to become more aggressive on the perimeter. Makes it a win-win. We'll see if all of that holds up for them tonight. Back to you.
Okay, Dave, thanks. So it's mainly about defense for them early on.
And it won't just be early. I mean, it'll be about D all game long.
I expect them to come out aggressive, and they'll be willing to take chances, try to create turnovers, and be disruptive as they possibly can. So out of the gates, 3 for 3, exactly what they're looking for.
Here is Harden. He kicks it to Beverly. The shot. And he overshot that one, missing. The Knicks have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Out to Lee. Launches it. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Lee's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Well, the glory days for the Knicks, back in the early 70s, 1970 and 73 to be exact. The franchise's 2 NBA championships. Who can ever forget?
Just 5 to shoot. And Beverly kicks to Anderson. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
And he answers right back with a 3 of his own.
Boy, they are going after each other. Let's see if the threes continue to rain down.
Outside Rose. Outside Anthony. A 3-pointer is right on target. Anthony's got 5. And what a great team that was. Doris, that roster for the Knicks in the early 70s. Wow.
Wow, you're right, Kevin. Dick Barnett, Bill Bradley, Dave DeBusschere, Willis Reed, and, of course, Walt Frazier. All fixtures on both title runs. It was a deep team, and they worked beautifully together.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Rose kicks to Porzingis. It's rebounded by Houston. Knocked loose. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Porzingis. Houston making some changes. Nene comes in for Clint Capella. And Eric Gordon subbed in for Trevor Ariza. And here's Beverly. Here's Harden on the wing. From 17 feet out, Carmelo Anthony comes up with the rebound. The feed now to Rose. Lee dishes to Noah. New York moving the ball around. Gordon with the defensive effort.
It wasn't wide open, but that's a look he's got to create, guys. He's got to finish that. His teammates count on him.
Second shot opportunity. The shot by Nene. No good.
Stellar defense to alter that shot. You could tell his release was a tad awkward.
Outside Rose. Anthony with it. And it's Gordon picking him up. Anthony, the pass to Kuzminskis. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. Here's Gordon. From beyond the arc, the Rockets with another miss. New York leading by 4. Kuzminskis the pass to Rose. Kicks to Lee. Outside Anthony. 1:58 left here in the first quarter. Shot clock at 6. Lee dishes to Carmelo. And again, New York with the triple.
You know, Jeff Hornacek was the man chosen to lead this Knicks team during their coaching surge. You know, you think about it, they took a look at several names in and out of the organization, but Hornacek ended up being their guy. It seemed like they felt Hornacek didn't get a fair shake and is underrated as a coach.
Rose kicks to Anthony. Back to Rose. And a wide open look for Lee. And again, New York with the triple.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Back to Harden. Will it go? The shot is good. It's his second bucket in 5 tries. And with Hornacek being available in the first place, he was previously coach of the Suns, but was let go amidst the chaotic season that the Suns went through last year.
Yeah, Kevin, the feeling around the league was that Hornacek was just part of a bad situation in Phoenix, and glad to see him get a chance to show what he can do with the New York Knicks. You knew he'd get another chance after finishing so high in Coach of the Year voting in his rookie year of coaching.
Catching up on the changes for New York, Kyle O'Quinn is checked in for Noah. Lance Thomas comes in for Anthony. Justin Holiday's checked in for Lee. And it's Jennings in for Rose. Rockets trail by 8. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
For New York, they've gone 8 of 11 in the first quarter. They'll take that percentage any night. Pass to Jennings. Here's Kuzminskis. 34 seconds left in the first. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. We'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
And when you look at the Rockets, I mean, plenty of offense. But last year, there was a huge drop-off defensively. And given this team's lofty goals, that really flies right in the face of that old adage, defense wins championships.
There's 21 seconds left to play here in the first. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Nene. And it's O'Quinn with the rebound.
And, Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
That 3 off the mark. The scoring fast and furious as we end the first quarter. Knicks lead by 8. And certainly an intriguing matchup tonight. Let's hear from Trevor Ariza on his team's mentality coming in.
You're playing against a team that is very scrappy. You know, they want to win as well. You got to come ready to play. You got to be ready for everything, and you got to be ready to claw to get this win tonight.
Ariza might as well be describing his own game. Scrappy, ready to play, ready for anything, ready to claw to get that win.
Yeah, and he has been that kind of all-out guy going all the way back to his days at UCLA. When you combine that with his talent, he's a guy who, no matter where he's been, his teammates rave about him.
And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Knicks?
And we've really seen them get out and establish a real nice rhythm offensively in this game.
Well, I certainly like the play calling. They're keeping the defense guessing, and more importantly, they're generating points.
We've got Kyle O'Quinn, also Thomas out there, and it's Hernan Gomez in at the center, locking down the middle. They're the group New York will start the second with. Tyler Ennis is checked in for Pablo Prigioni. Houston shooting their first free throw of the contest. And Trevor Ariza, one of the more consistent 3-and-D wings. Seems like he puts up pretty much the same numbers, Greg, every season.
Yeah, Kevin, a little bit of what you see is what you get. The difference I saw in him last year, though, although subtle, was the dip in number of assists and rebounds. The one thing Ariza has to guard against is getting too comfortable floating to that three-point line.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, guys, we've seen James Harden become one of the most accomplished in the league at drawing fouls and getting to the free throw line. And he makes no apologies for his style. He said free throws are a part of basketball. I'm not necessarily going in there and trying to draw a foul, but if a person can't guard you, he has to foul you. Or I'm going to score every single time. Kevin?
Maybe the toughest cover in the league, DA. Thank you. Here's Jennings. That one dropped for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Now here's Ennis. He's guarded by Jennings. Ariza sets a screen for Ennis. Kicks it out to Ariza. Fires from deep. Ariza with another miss. New York leading by 7. Old Quinn with it. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Thomas down low. Covered by Brewer. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. Doris, you've interviewed so many coaches over the years. Which coaches do you enjoy interviewing the most?
Well, I have to say my classmate, Billy Donovan.
No kidding.
We were both point guards in the class of '87. I like to tell Billy he was the second best one in that class, in fact. But I do enjoy.
I bet he enjoys that, too. He's a good man, isn't he? Huh?
He is, no question about it. And because he's new to the league, he's not objecting quite yet to the ad nauseum questions we tend to ask over and over.
How about quickly talking with Greg Popovich at San Antonio, which is always a challenge, whether you're calling the game or you're on the sideline?
I want you to understand something. When I am walking over to Greg Popovich, I want you to understand that my heart is pounding. I'm probably sweating.
No, come on.
And I'm trying not to shake.
Oh, come on. That's against everything you are. I know that. It's always good conversation, though. New York leading by 6. Jennings passes to Lee. Outside Thomas. Out to the wing. Here's Porzingis. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
You know, because of his size and his soft touch, it's really hard to affect Porzingis' shot, even when you're right in his grill.
Harden outside. From down in the low post, it goes. Harden's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Went with the teardrop, and the timing had to be just right on the release, and it was.
Here's Thomas. Makes it off the glass. And the Knicks lead by 8.
Oh, that pass was right on the money. He'll get a well-deserved high five for that one.
Now here's Ennis. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change.
Now, good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Jennings. The teardrop falls in.
Timeout.
Jennings has got the lead up to 10 now for the Knicks. Now a timeout called by Houston. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game, and that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
I got yours.
And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. A shot by Harden, wide open. With nobody on him, he buries the jumper.
A really strong second quarter in terms of scoring the basketball.
Down low, it's tipped. And it's out of bounds to the Knicks as New York retains possession.
Risky pass in a situation like that. Very lucky that wasn't a steal.
Yeah, I think that's where you swing the ball around. Try and find a better passing angle.
And the Rockets making a change here. Anderson's checked in. They set the screen. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Capella. Anderson outside. Back to Harden. On the wing, Gordon. He tries for three. That shot, no good. New York leading by 8. And for a team with as much talent as the Rockets have had over the last few seasons, the results have been pretty mixed.
Yeah, and look at the club's recent rosters. I mean, they've been filled with a couple mega stars and then everyone else. At some point, you have to look past all the individual stuff and make the commitment as a team to play for each other. Unselfish, fundamental basketball.
Boy, you think back to draft night, and Porzingis was roundly booed by Knicks fans when he was taken with the 4th overall pick. But that's ancient history now. I think everyone realizes the talent this young guy possesses.
The Knicks making a switch here. Noah's checked in. He hits the second from the line. And there were even some rumors on draft night that Carmelo Anthony wasn't happy with the pick of Porzingis.
That's a rumor he vehemently denied. They're both perimeter-oriented forwards, and I could see why Melo might prefer a guard or perhaps a more traditional pivot man. The Knicks, though, looking for the upside, and Porzingis has that in spades.
Anthony against Gordon. Anthony kicks to Porzingis. Feeds it to Noah. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
And GA, after being such a fixture in the city of Chicago and for so long, Joakim Noah signing with his hometown team, the Knicks, in the last offseason, a bit of a bittersweet end of his time with the Chicago Bulls. A lot of moving parts in his time with Chicago.
Yeah, and, you know, his playing time had dwindled, and it was just, I think, in everyone's best interest for him to move on. It's a great fit in New York, both with the team and the pulse of the city. Clearly was still valued highly around the league as it took a sizable contract to put him in that Knick uniform.
Pablo Prigioni, he's checked in for Gordon. Noah hits them both. Rockets trail by 8. Now Beverly. Anderson, a screen on Rose. Beverly dishes to Anderson. There's the triple. And another 3 for Houston.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
1:52 left in the first half. The pass to Porzingis. Outside Rose. 4 on the clock. The shot, no good. So Houston will take it the other way. Anderson passes to Prigioni. Good. Now it's just a 3-point New York lead.
Woo, you talk about threading the eye of the needle. He has an uncanny feel for this game.
Such a wide open look. 7 points for Porzingis.
Porzingis not going to float like a butterfly. He's looking to go to work on the interior.
1:09 left now here in the second. Here's Prigioni. Passes it to Harden. Fires it up. That one misses. Good work defensively by Anthony.
And just not able to find the target from 3-point range here in the second quarter, although he did knock down one in the first. And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Here's Beverly. Up again. It's good on the putback. Beverly's got his second basket of the game.
I tell you, he fought hard for that tip-in. He doesn't take anything for granted. He's going to crash the boards on every single shot.
Pass to Porzingis. From 13. Rockets with the rebound.
Boy, he almost never misses that shot, guys. But you know he'll take it again if he gets another good look.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. The dish to Noah. It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. from the corner. And no good that time.
Thanks, Kevin. Derek, out.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
I would call that a competitive New York holding the upper hand after the first 2 quarters. They have a 5-point lead. Starting with Kenny, your take.
Well, there was one pleasant surprise, and that was the bench. They gave them a big lift. Those guys came into the game, they did all the dirty work, and they scored baskets.
And Shaq, let's get your input on the Rockets.
I think they let the game come to them, but they haven't got to the foul line enough, Ernie. That's an area where they're getting beat. I'd like to see them press to action a little bit more.
All right, that is going to wrap up our halftime report, as it's just about time.
The skyline of Midtown Manhattan so beautifully lit up tonight as we welcome you back to New York City. We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball. One of the stories here, James Harden getting it done today.
Yeah, you know, one of the things about the truly greats of our game is that sometimes you get spoiled because of how consistent they can be. And so far, another big scoring night for him.
You know, amazing, because they're always a focal point for the defense and always looking for ways to take them out of the game, and that didn't happen in this first half.
The Knicks leading by 5. Taking a look at the Rockets. Harden and Ariza, the athletic wing pair. Clint Capella is out there with Anderson. And it's Beverly in at the point. Noah kicks to Porzingis. Poked loose. Deep 2 from Anderson. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Anderson's got the first basket of the third quarter for the Rockets.
And guys, I grew up in the New York area during the Knicks' heyday. There was nothing better than watching Patrick Ewing do his thing in the proud Knicks jersey.
Porzingis passes to Carmelo. Shoots from the baseline. Another shot. And Porzingis with the lay-in. Porzingis has got 11.
This is where people get excited about Porzingis. Yes, he's got finesse, but he's not afraid to get in there and trade some elbows. Go ahead, big fella.
And Beverly kicks to Capella. Harden inside the three-point line. That one off the back iron and out. And Doris in the Patrick Ewing era, it was more of a physical game. And of course, you played Big East basketball as a point guard. Did you like to play a physical ball game?
You know what I'd like to see in the current NBA, Kevin? I didn't necessarily love the hand-to-hand combat of the 1990s era, but I also would like to see it be allowed to be a bit more physical than it is in today's day and age. Meet me in the middle, Kevin, and I'll be a happy woman.
Ariza outside. He dishes it to Harden. A 3-ball. The rebound by Noah. Noah's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Goes up on top. Defended by Beverly. Out to Porzingis. Deep 2 from Anthony. That shot is off. The Rockets go the other way with it. Inside. They double him with Noah. Anderson dishes to Capella. To the paint. The kick out to Anderson. And some nice passing there by Houston. The three-pointer is right on target. He's got 7.
Boy, a mistake to leave him there all alone on the perimeter. He had no problem cashing in. No hesitation, just drills it.
New York calls timeout. Houston with a big group substitution here. Nene, he's checked in for Clint Capella. Brewer comes in for Anderson. Eric Gordon, he's checked in for James Harden. And it's Tyler Ennis in for Patrick Beverly. Right side Jennings to the inside. Here's O'Quinn. Ariza with the rebound. Rockets trail by 4. Brewer the pass to Ennis. Ariza outside and out of bounds as the Knicks gain possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
New York's gone a very strong 4 for 5 from three-point land in the ball game.
Well, Kyle O'Quinn, he wasn't a well-known player in college, but he was a find in that second round of the draft. Whenever you have a player with his size and ability to eat up space in the middle, he's going to find a place on the roster.
Houston's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. And here's Gordon. To the inside. Here's Nene. He can't get it to go. And New York will come the other way. They've led by as much as 10. Jennings kicks to O'Quinn. And he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call. The Knicks making a switch here. Holiday's checked in. Rockets trail by 6. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Ennis dishes to Nene. Gordon goes in. Holiday with the block. Jennings in the corner. That's in there. Thomas with the assist. And that's 10 points for Brandon Jennings.
Boy, total failure defensively right there, leaving him all alone in three-point territory.
Ariza outside. Gordon with no one around. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Gordon's got 6 points.
And how about that, responding to the three-pointer against them with a quick one of their own.
Boy, this feels like a developing game of one-upsmanship. Love to see teams try to outdo each other like this.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Rockets trail by 8. And O'Quinn sends it back.
Just such nice timing by O'Quinn on that block.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Unbelievable. He blew that. Look, guys, no clue what went wrong there.
Holiday against Gordon. He feeds it to Nene. And O'Quinn sends it back. Gordon against Holiday. To the left side wing. Up top, O'Quinn. Outside Jennings. And the pass to Kuzminskis. Dishes it to O'Quinn. Just 5 to shoot. And the Knicks hit again from deep. Now a timeout called by Houston.
Start it. 42. Rockets call time.
Pablo Prigioni is checked in for Houston. .127 left here in the third quarter. Gordon for 3. No good that time. Excellent D there from Holiday. 0-1 near Jennings as he lets it fly. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
59 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Gordon. They get it back. Nene. And the foul on Kyle O'Quinn. Carmelo Anthony's checked in for New York.
Carmelo Anthony.
There's 53 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. To the paint, here's Nene. An easy layup after coming off the pick. Nene's got 5.
Now, this is Nene's craft, right? He works inside, has a knack for getting it up and down.
Jennings passes to Holiday. Anthony kicks to Holiday. Stolen by Gordon. Count that one. Holiday's got the lead up to 14 now for the Knicks.
Sound offensively. Really no other way to put it here in the second half.
Yeah, and it's because they're moving sharply, getting good shots, big advantage in field goal percentage.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Jennings with the ball. 15 points in the game. He kicks to Carmelo. And it is good at the buzzer.
Knicks up 16.
And we're getting underway here in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. Doris, being able to create in half-court sets is something that doesn't come easy in the NBA. Just how valuable do you think it is to have a strong half-court offense?
Well, you think about the most important time of the year in the NBA, Kevin, and that's the playoffs. And what happens in the playoffs, the game slows down. It becomes a slogfest. And so execution is crucial. The habits you build over the course of the regular season, you know, obviously you can get in transition. And you hope to generate easy buckets. But the reality is NBA schemes are so good, you better be able to execute in half court.
And everybody knows what you're running, but you're right, execution becomes the key.
To me, it's like the trap in football, right? If you block these two guys, you are going to pick up 2 or 3 yards. And as good as the defenses and schemes are in the NBA, we're talking about the best players in the world. You set a good screen in a pick-and-roll situation, and Chris Paul is coming off, guess what? Something good's going to happen.
Only Doris Burke is going to bring up football and basketball in the same answer. I love this. Great analogy. They've got Noah. Rose is out there with Jennings. Then it's Anthony, and it's Hernan Gomez in at the power forward position. That's the 5 for New York right now. It's stolen. And a fast break now for the Knicks. Rose with the ball. The Rockets pull it in. Anderson's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Anthony against Gordon. Shoots a 3. It's rebounded by New York.
Sometimes you just have an off day, and this is one of those games for him.
Anthony against Gordon. Rose kicks to Anthony. And Anthony gets double teamed. Pass to Hernan Gomez. Shot clock at 6. Misses the 3. Rockets trail by 16. Back to Harden. The 3. Another miss by Houston.
He's cold from deep. 0 threes in the second half after hitting just 1 in the first.
To the middle. Shots good by Hernan Gomez.
Timeout.
And the Knicks lead by 18.
You know, that's a nice trip for them. Getting that nice, close, look-in tight, high percentage shot.
Now a timeout called by Houston.
Clearly, he's not pleased with all the looks they've given up on the inside, and also to get them to tighten up that defense.
Tighten up and toughen up in the lane. Establish better position, maybe even take some charges.
Zinkas, he's checked in for New York. Lee comes in for Brandon Jennings. Sam Decker's checked in for Houston. The Knicks leading by 18. Anthony with it, now defended by Decker. Anthony dishes to Rose. Lee kicks to Porzingis. Back to Lee. The lead pass was put in just the right spot.
And this collapse we've seen by their interior defense, it's really the reason why they've struggled and are in such a hole.
Their D is getting chewed up. It's time for someone to step forward, put their foot down, and put a stop to these easy baskets.
Count that one. 15 points for James Harden.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Come on, as a defender, you have got to fight harder to get through that screen and stay with your man.
Back to Lee. Rebounded by Capella.
Incredible defense. Takes real courage to risk getting posterized and come up with a big stop.
Yeah, he was boxed out and tried to get the rebound the only way he could.
Houston making a switch here. Ariza's checked in. Rockets trail by 18. And Beverly kicks to Anderson. There's the screen. Porzingis with the block.
You know, when you drive the lane, you have to know where Porzingis is, because with his reach, he can sneak up and send that shot away anytime.
Now here's Rose. Passes it to Porzingis. The feed to Carmelo. Shot from 12. Shot number 12 goes in. He's made 7 of 12 now.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Harden the pass to Capella. Kicks to Beverly. Feeds it to Anderson. Porzingis with the block.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Screen by Porzingis. Rose up on top. Defended by Beverly. Rose kicks to Porzingis. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Rose has got 9 assists in the game. Great passer. Now Harden. And it's Ariza in the corner. And he's good on the 3 ball.
And how about that for a response?
Didn't take them any time to get those 3 points back. That's the shot they wanted.
Noah the screen. Off the screen. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
And a guy who's averaged as many as 7 free throws a game in his career, Rose knows how to get to the line. And the one thing about Rose is that, you know, he can still get up for the big matchups. Whenever he faces another great point guard, he seems to play at his best level and loves to push himself and is willing to step up to the challenge. Let's just hope that he can eventually get back to that all-star caliber presence he had just a few years ago.
Shoots it up. And that one's good. Beverly.
Patrick Beverly. Assisted.
Here's Anthony. 1:51 left here in the 4th quarter. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. And with Rose and his injuries, it's not easy for him to put in a work day every day. But as you said, he can light it up on the big stage.
Yeah, and that is why he's such a threat. Even with his numbers being somewhat diminished, Rose knows what it takes to be a successful player at the highest level. You only wish he wasn't robbed of so much of his game due to injuries.
You know, Melo is just so gifted with that mid-range game. There are just so many ways he can hurt you, and he's comfortable with any look.
Shoots a 3. Offensive rebound. Here's Capella. Noah with the block. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Noah. And a whole new group out on the floor right now for the Knicks. For the Rockets. Timeout called the Rockets. They're down by 19. We've got 1:28 left in the 4th.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for New York.
They enjoyed a big boost from the strong play of their bench.
The subs came in and did their job. Those points off the bench were key to their victory. And beyond the actual result of this game, fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance for Porzingis.
What a joy to watch when he's got this sort of game going on. He was everywhere. Defensively, offensively, his teammates fed off that energy all game long.
With Melodorus and his mid-range game, you could still say that he is the best in the business when it comes down to it.
Oh, Kev, no doubt about it. I think he has a great claim to that title. You know, you think about his ability to attack in so many ways, just makes him impossible to defend out there. And now you add that slimmed-down physique, and he's even quicker on the perimeter.
Pass to Nene. Jennings with the steal. The pass to Kuzminskis. There's 31 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Here's Jennings. Rebound by Harrell.
Just getting a hand in the face makes all the difference. That was the case there.
Stolen by Thomas. Outside Jennings. So no problem for New York as they get the win. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be